What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video. Tonight is Spin Master Monster Jam Collection video. It's 5:05 p.m. It's Wednesday, January 14th, so we'll go ahead and start the video with Gears Blue Thunder. Now this thing, golden chassis wheels with white roll cage and tires with golden beacon to printing with Gear Monster treads. Moving on to Ice Grave Digger. Now this thing, blue chassis and wheels with white roll cage with clear blue tires, white beacon to printing with Ice Monster treads. Moving on to Zombie Megalodon. Now this thing, black chassis with red roll cage, green wheels, black beacon to printing with zombie glitter treads. Moving on to Galaxy's Monster Mud Dalmatian. Now this thing, cyan chassis with cyan beacon to printing and B-locks with black roll cage with clear black wheels with Galaxy glitter treads. Moving on to Fire Son of a Digger. Now this thing, orange chassis and wheels with yellow roll cage with straight orange wheels with orange beacon to printing with Fire Monster treads. Moving on to Hunter Max D. Now this thing, gray chassis with brown roll cage, mahogany wheels, chrome beacon to printing with Hunter glitter treads. Moving on to Gear Zombie. Everything looks the same as Blue Thunder. Moving on to Ice Dragon. Everything looks the same as Grave Digger. Moving on to Zombie El Toro Loco. Now this thing, black chassis with yellow roll cage with black wheels, red wheels, black beacon to printing with zombie glitter treads. Moving on to Galaxy's Bakugan Dragonoid. Everything looks the same as Dalmatian. Moving on to Fire Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Everything looks the same as Son of a Digger. Moving on to Hunter Earthshaker. Now this thing, yup, yes. With gray chassis with black roll cage, mahogany wheels, chrome beacon to printing with Hunter glitter treads. Moving on to the Neo Galaxy Grave Digger. Now this thing, white chassis with light purple roll cage, pink wheels, teal tires with white beacon to printing. Moving on to the Nitro Gravedigger. Now this thing. Pink chassis with black roll cage and tires with purple Pikachu printing and beadlocks with teal wheels. Moving on to Pikachu Customs Gravedigger. Now this thing. Silver chassis with light green roll cage, dark green wheels, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs Gravedigger Orange. Now this thing. Silver chassis with orange roll cage and wheels, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs Gravedigger Red. Now this thing. Silver chassis with red roll cage and wheels, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs Gravedigger Purple. Now this thing. Silver chassis with purple roll cage, blue wheels, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs Gravedigger the Legend. Now this thing. Black chassis with yellow roll cage, silver wheels, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with blue roll cage with purple beadlocks, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs, the 30th Anniversary Gravedigger. Now this thing. Chrome chassis with lime green roll cage, farm green wheels, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs, the 40th Anniversary Gravedigger. Now this thing. Chrome chassis with black roll cage, teal wheels, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs, Bad News Travels Fast. Now this thing. Orange chassis and beadlocks with black roll cage with silver wheels, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs Aftershock. Now this thing. Yellow chassis and wheels with blue roll cage with Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to Pikachu Customs Slinger. Now this thing. Red chassis with white roll cage and wheels, Pikachu printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Wild Side. Now this thing. Dark Poison chassis wheels with silver roll cage BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Zombie. Now this thing. Maroon chassis with white roll cage and wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Big Kahuna. Now this thing. Black chassis with light blue roll cage, silver wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Iron Outlaw. Now this thing. Iron red chassis and wheels with silver roll cage, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Kraken. Now this thing. Copper chassis with iron roll cage, pink wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Avenger. Now this thing. Silver chassis with lime green roll cage and wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs El Toro Loco. Now this thing. Silver chassis with black roll cage, orange wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Velociraptor. Now this thing. Silver chassis with mahogany roll cage, black wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Jurassic Attack. Now this thing. Silver chassis with purple roll cage and wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Northern Nightmare. Now this thing. Black chassis with red roll cage, silver wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Blue Thunder. Now this thing. Black chassis with blue roll cage, silver wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Max D. Now this thing. Silver chassis with yellow roll cage, black wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Calavera. Now this thing. Silver chassis with pink roll cage, silver black wheels, BKT printed tires. Moving on to BKT Customs BKT Growing Together. Now this thing, silver chassis with green roll cage and wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Wolf's Head. Now this thing, silver chassis with brown roll cage, black wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Black Pearl. Now this thing, silver chassis with golden roll cage and wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Soldier Fortune. Now this thing, silver chassis with army green roll cage and wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Black Ops Soldier Fortune. Now this thing, black chassis with silver roll cage and wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Overboard. Now this thing, black chassis with iron roll cage, aqua wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Time Flies. Now this thing, silver chassis and roll cage with black wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Lucas Stabilizer. Now this thing, black chassis and roll cage, silver wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Scooby-Doo. Now this thing, silver chassis with golden roll cage, black wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs Megalodon. Now this thing, silver chassis and roll cage with black wheels, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions King Sling. Now this thing, silver chassis and wheels with green roll cage with black muffler, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Bog Hog. Now this thing, silver chassis with orange wheels and shocks with black roll cage, chrome muffler with big for the tires. Orange wheels. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Son of a Digger. Now this thing, silver chassis with dark blue roll cage with purple wheels, black muffler, big for the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Jester. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with red roll cage with chrome muffler beacon to put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions Earthshaker. Now this thing. Yellow chassis and wheels with gray roll cage with gray muffler beacon to put the tires. Moving on to BKT Customs, the Collection of Champions BKT Grown Together. Now this thing. Silver chassis with black roll cage, green wheels, chrome muffler beacon to put the tires. Moving on to Custom Gravedigger Ride Truck. Now this thing. Green chassis with silver wheels, flotation tires. Moving on to Gravedigger 7. Now this thing. Silver chassis and wheels with light green roll cage with flotation tires. Moving on to the Green Ghost Gravedigger. Now this thing. Also a silver chassis and wheels with light green roll cage flotation tires. Moving on to the green Nitro Neon Gravedigger. Now this thing. Everything looks green except the wheels are white. Moving on to the blue Nitro Neon Son of a Digger. Now this thing. Everything is all blue except the wheels are white. Moving on to the yellow Nitro Neon Earthshaker. Everything is all yellow except the wheels are white. Moving on to the pink Nitro Neon Calavera. Everything is all pink except the roll cage is all white. Black. Moving on to the teal Nitro Neon Blue Thunder. Now this thing. Teal chassis and wheels with brown roll cage and tires. Moving on to the red Nitro Neon Northern Nightmare. Now this thing. Black chassis with red roll cage and tires with silver wheels. Moving on to the sky blue Nitro Neon Bad News Travels Fast. Now this thing. Sky blue chassis and tires with yellow roll cage with black wheels. Moving on to custom Nitro Neon Thunder Roris. Now this thing. Iron red chassis with silver roll cage and wheels with yellow tires. Moving on to the green Nitro Neon Max D. Now this thing. Silver chassis with green roll cage and tires with black wheels. Moving on to the yellow Nitro Neon Gray Max D. Now this thing. silver chassis with yellow roll cage and tires with black wheels. Moving on to Custom Elementals Trucks Gravedigger. Now this thing. Purple chassis with black roll cage with green and yellow wheels on the left and orange and red wheels on the right with blue tires. Moving on, last but not least, to Custom Phased Out Son of a Digger. Now this thing. White chassis with black roll cage with 2 red wheels, 1 black wheel, and 1 white wheel, 2 white tires and 2 black tires. And that'll be it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Or also, you turn on your notifications to my YouTube page, Parker Wilson's Blinking and Amigos. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Goodbye.